Um, what did I want to talk today about? We discussed last week perception, and that was one part. I would like to go into perception and reality for a lot of people. I gave you some examples, and I thought it's some singular examples, but I see some people really had a wrong impression and a wrong perception about VT. For example, today I got something forwarded to me, a message. I'm not going to go into names or countries where this comes from. It's a European, quite civilized country, so I'm like, whoa, okay. What the topic was that since the compensation plan changed, everyone in the team of this person became red IDs. And why is there not 100% payout according to the new compensation plan versus the old compensation plan? So, when I get this stuff, I always ask, okay, who sent it? And then I'm going to the back end to check since when this person is a member with us. Has this person upgraded every month? Has his activity been active? All kind of stuff that I start checking. What kind of guy is talking here? Obviously you can guess already. Person's just recently joined, like 2-3 months ago. Total team of direct 9 people, which for some people sounds a lot. We talked about it last week, perception. Well, if your business contains of 9 customers, and for some people that sounds already, wow, 9 direct customers, that's a lot. Your perception is wrong. I'm sorry. You shouldn't expect more as a result by just having 9 direct customers. See what I mean? Then all kind of question about the new CEO, etc. Let me first of all put some correction. I don't know. I've seen some pictures floating by. You guys got the wrong person, by the way. So I'm sorry to shatter your ego in there, but yeah, some wrong pictures floating around. So that's some fake news, as we call that. That's number one. Number two is, let me get this straight. There's not a new CEO. We have for the first time a CEO. We had up until now, not up until now, up until September, we had a general manager ad interim, which means not the title of CEO and not publicly. Now we have a CEO for the very first time, by the way. I'm not going to disclose now stuff. I'm going to leave it up to her. It's a lady that has moved so much in the last few months, far beyond the people can understand. And I'm talking in terms of, first of all, compliance, legalities, legal aspects, cross-border jurisdictions and analysis stuff. I'm talking banking, I'm talking finance, I'm talking this kind, internal corporate. Taking the level of this machine to a higher level. We're hiring more professional people to the team. And in the coming months, when I'm talking about the coming month, you should expect that within the next 3 months, you'll see a lot of professionalism coming from the company, i.e. marketing-wise, external, but as well internal, as for the network as well, for example, but on a higher level. People are coming on board, they're getting to learn the system from within, they understand the mission and the vision and the platform. We got to give them some time to get used to it, to provide their expertise, their stories, their vision within our vision, to create the tools necessary to take us to the next level, right? We got to give it some time, but we are on an amazing, amazing track to take this company to the next level. Everything has its time, and we just got to be sometimes some patience. Yeah. One of the things that this person has written was, why doesn't the company communicate about new CEO? And I can guarantee you, when a CEO will come out and be more publicized, and that is not just to a Zoom call with you guys, we're talking corporate level, right? That is in every aspect as a professional company. There's going to be another excuse there. I can smell it by the writing, by the typewriter, but people who you just recently joined 2-3 months ago, you have 9 people and already so much, the entire team is red. I mean, the entire team, I thought we're talking about 3,500 people at least in a team. See what I mean? Perception, guys. That's what I want to talk about, and reality. How we judge and how we take it, yeah? Perception is one thing. Now, once we have understood what we need to understand, we're talking about duplication. Duplication not necessarily meaning now direct, okay, I have 5 people in my team, they need to bring in 5, that's 25, they need to bring in 5, that's 125. I'm not talking about this. It's duplication of the knowledge, of the know-how, of the views, of the perception itself, bringing it into reality, understanding what is it that we do and what is it that we have to offer. That's it. If you have the click, you understand this is for real, this is serious, then stuff's starting to happen for you. We talked last week about it, about the 3 pieces of advice before one is engaging in building forward. Yeah. So 1 was decision, 2 was committed 4 daily habits, and 3 was let it go. The question is very simple. I can talk to you guys. I cannot follow up with each and every one of you individually. Very, very difficult for me. We're not over 300 people on this call, so you understand from week to week to follow over 300 individuals, it is impossible. We're talking about you guys following this up with your people. But how many of you have already applied and put into practice what we have learned and discussed last week? That is a question, and that is a question that you should ask yourself. Am I committing to my 4 daily habits? Well, what were the 4 daily habits? Daily habit number 1, be the number 1 fan of our product. Daily habit number 2 is to prospect at least 1 person about our product. Daily habit number 3 was to prospect at least to 1 person our opportunity. And daily habit number 4 was to commit to developing you, invest in you. Take another 15 minutes to half an hour a day. That should be your holy half an hour to listen to some audio, watch some video clips, read something, in becoming a better version of yourself, a bolder version of yourself, the best version of yourself, right? And it sounds very cool, you know? Wow, we go to the meetings and Mendy every week he has a different view and different stories. But did you put into practice what you have heard, or does it just stay with cool Zoom calls and actually, I like to be motivated and warmed up once a week? This is your test. This is your challenge. This is a question you got to ask yourself. How serious am I? Because unfortunately, the bad news is, and you're not going to like what I'm going to say, but I'm still going to say it. If you don't put into practice what you learn here, don't be surprised by the way people look at you as, you're doing MLM. You deserve it. I'm sorry, that's the truth. And one has to say sometimes the truth straight into your face. People look at you down, you're this MLM guy, because you're not serious. You're not serious. See, when they see you 8 o'clock in the morning leaving your driveway and coming back at 12 o'clock at night, yeah, because you are in meetings all day and you have every day so many papers to carry out of the car. And when you are in the back garden, they see you on the phone all the time, busy, or see on your laptop, busy. They don't look at you this way. They see a busy business guy. They see an entrepreneur. They see a person who is dedicated and works with passion to be perfect. They don't view you low. They view you high. But if you couldn't implement in the last 7 days, from last week, Tuesday evening to today, those 4 daily habits, because that's the activity. Piece of advice number 1 and piece of advice number 3 are perceptions in your mind. I'm taking a decision. That's piece of advice number 1. I'm deciding to myself, this is what I'm going to do in the next 12 consecutive months. Day in, day out, no breaks. This is what I'm doing. Piece of advice number 3 is perception. It says, well, here in the mind, I'm not going to entertain anything negative. I'm not going to let it influence me. I'm not going to let it impact me. I'm not going to do everything that has to do with negativity. I let it go. That's a decision that, and a perception you have in your mind. Your activity is 4 daily habits. What is it that you really got to do? Number 1 activity, perception. I'm the number 1 fan of the product. It's not something I got to do. Number 2 activity is something you got to do. Daily habit, sorry. Number 3 daily habit, something you got to do. And number 4 daily habit is something you got to do for yourself. Not exposing yourself to someone else, which means piece of advice number 2, sorry, daily habit number 2, daily habit number 3 is something you got to reach out and expose yourself to a third party. But habit number 1 and habit number 4 is, again, with yourself. 3 activities, 2 out there, 1 inside. The rest is all perceptions and decisions. It's all here in your mind. And if you couldn't implement it in the last 7 days, why wonder? I know you want to hear me talk to you so nice and awesome and blossom, and you know, and the rose is such nice and the kids are beautiful. I understand what you want to hear. Motivation speeches are awesome. They're awesome, you know when? When you go through the shit and you need somebody to motivate you, then it's awesome. Sitting in your chair listening to some motivation, it's boring. Come on, let's be honest about it. When you have a shitty day, when everybody rejected you, when you view your dream and it just keeps driving away from you, then you need somebody to kick you in the butt and gives you some motivation to move on and try one more time and go for your dream. Don't let it drive away. Drive even faster behind it. That's when you need the motivation, but not before, not somewhere time else. I'm sorry. We're talking about simple. That's a test. I want you to understand perception is one thing, reality. What did you do with the perception of last week? I'm not expecting your answer. I'm expecting you to answer this to yourself, to be honest with yourself. Look in the mirror or look into your phone camera, whatever you prefer. Ask yourself, okay, am I serious? I want to make $10,000 a month, but am I doing what it takes to make, or am I just talking about it or telling my team what to do? Translating for my team in their language so they understand what Mendy just said this week. Yeah, this is what you got to do. A week later, oh, Mendy told me to follow up. Okay, guys, you got to follow up with your team. You even forget to follow up with them. You know what I mean? This is a test. You got to ask yourself. We discussed several weeks ago. Go for no. Go for 10 no's a day. How many of you implemented on a daily basis since then? How many started? I know a lot. How many still do it today? 10 no's a day. Every single day since we talked about it. How many of you still do it? Question number 1. If that's your attitude, if that's your perception, if that's the way you look at things, don't think Vitae offers you a shortcut to come to the top that others haven't done up until now, and that's why you joined Vitae. No. Sorry. You better leave, and you better leave fast, because it's going to destroy your story. It's going to destroy your story. Sorry, that's the truth. Go for no. Every single day, 10 no's. 10 people telling you, I'm not coming to the meeting. That's enough. At least talk to one person. I didn't say they need to say yes that day. I didn't say that when you talk about the product or about the opportunity on a daily basis, 2 people, there was no condition that they need to agree, that they need to say yes. Hence, if they say no, that's what we're talking about. Piece of advice number 3, let it go. Continue on your mission, on decision of piece of advice number one. You took a decision to engage, to do it despite. We're not looking for yeses, we're looking for no's, but you got to do something. But if you do that for 12 consecutive months, 365 days a year, you are having the best foundation to the best career ever in your life. That is a fact. See what I mean? That is a fact. It hurts. Ow, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not here to punish you. I'm not here to disrupt you. I'm not here to make you any depression. I'm here to be real. Perception and reality. This is not for real. This is a test with yourself. I know it's amazing when you prospect to 10 people that same day and every one of the 10 says, yes, I'm with you. But how many of them that said, yes, I'm with you, are actually, when it comes to reality, they don't pick up. They don't answer your messages. 3 days, yeah, my mom got sick, my grandma had COVID, and my sister-in-law, oh, with the kids, forget it. Yeah, next week. And next week. You're like stupid trying again instead of understanding their answer. Learn to say no. No to this stuff. When somebody comes up with excuses, okay, that's okay. It's not for you. You're not ready for this. They're like, hey, what do you mean you're not ready? I am ready. It's okay. You're not ready. Call me when you're ready. I'm going to keep myself busy at the same time. Guys, there's so many of you already for years listening to the same stuff, to motivation speeches, to ideas, to education, to this speaker, to that trainer, and you're still hanging around. Aren't you sick and tired of that? Seriously now. How come you still didn't leave? That's the only question. You still hope? You know what the problem is? You have a false hope because you hope there will be this one opportunity that was going to come my way and then I'm going to make it and then I'm going to hit it. Then this is going to be the one. Everyone is the one that takes you even further down because you keep investing in every single platform that just sucks out your pocket and that's it. And you already owe your sister-in-laws and brother-in-laws and friends so much money. They hate you when they see you. When you call them, they don't pick up because it's going to cost them money. Period. That's full stop. That's it. Cut it out. Go get a job. Seriously now. Go get a job. But you're too lazy to go get a job, aren't you? Are you crazy, Mendy? Getting a job? That's being 8 o'clock in job? No, I can't do that, man. I got to wake up every single day at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. And I don't have time to do anything that I like. And I can't drive the car of my dream. I need to drive a small Volkswagen Polo for the job. Or maybe a big truck that I need to drive for them. No, I'm an entrepreneur. When you're not, you're lying to yourself. Because your neighbor that has a job earns more than you and has a more sustainable life than you. You're bullshitting yourself. I'm sorry for my French, but you're bullshitting to yourself. Cut it out. Be for once real with yourself and ask yourself simple questions. Am I doing necessary stuff? Now, understand, don't get me wrong. It's not because you're going to go for 10 no's a day and commit to those 4 daily habits, you're going to earn at the end of the month 10, 20, 30, 40,000 bucks a month. No. With that little activity, you're not going to get there. You're going to get to a baseline to build yourself. And you'll adjust and adjust because once you get into a routine, you perfect your routine and then you grow. Now, this is also when I mentioned the word grow. And I'm going to openly admit it, with the Vitae story, for example, we have seen a lot of growth in Vitae, and I'm referring to the network now. Yeah? A lot of growth in this country, in that country, in this area, in that area, and it's very much appreciated. But there's one thing we missed in Vitae yet. We still don't have it. And it's one that I am dedicated very much to hit upon that and do everything necessary to get this as soon as possible. The word is duplication. There's a lot of growth. We grow from month to month. But there's no duplication. And I wonder why. Sorry. And I wonder why. It always comes back to perception. Duplicating means I'm all in. That's what it means. When duplication happens in your team, it's because you are all in. Everything about and around you is all in. You breathe, you smell, everything. People smell vitae through you. You eat, you drink it, you live it. You're all in. When you're all in, that's the only topic you have. You don't discuss Prince Harry and Princess Markle, Meghan Markle, for example. I'm sorry, I forgot the name. I'm not the biggest fan, never mind. But what I mean is, seriously now, you don't discuss this stuff. You don't discuss if Biden is serious or not. You don't discuss if Trump is crazy or not. You don't discuss this stuff. And you're not busy scrolling WhatsApp every single day, being busy about how bad the vaccine is or not. You have your opinion. I respect that. I have also my opinion, to be honest with you. But I'm not busy an entire day with that. See? All jokes aside, they don't pay our bills. And let me tell you something. You have such a little voice. You're not going to change anything in the world with those vaccinations, etc. So my advice to you is not put up or shut up. That's not my advice to you. You want to fight it, find your time. Just leave this behind, because you can't fight this and make success at the same time. You want to be busy with this proving your point? I got it. You're not going to earn anything out of it. That's what I mean. If you're here to make a success and build something up for yourself together with an entire community, it's all in, nothing else on your mind. I don't remember I think Prashant, I saw it by you. For the, where are you, Prashant? You just disappeared from my screen here. Oh. I don't see you. Yeah, I see you. It was your, about try not to talk negative next 24 hours? Yeah, okay, got it right. So I saw it today, but in Prashant, his status on WhatsApp, yeah, is try. You know what? Let me just not screw this up. I'm taking it for real. There's another scroll by you. So try saying nothing negative for 24 hours straight and watch your life change. This is so true, you know. Test yourself. Can I? Can I do one time, 24 hours, without saying one single negative thing? Test yourself. Did you control yourself? Can you? You got to be able to control yourself. You got to be able to answer this question. Can I do that? Yes or no? And do it. And if you see that it didn't go for you because you screwed up in your first day already, that doesn't mean I can't actually. That means, hold on, I got to test myself. Can I control myself or not? Oh my God, that's scary. I got to do it. I really got to do it. And commit yourself. You're going to find this one. You're going to try every single day until you hit this 24 hours without going to one single damn negative word. That is the perception and reality to your life. And if you give up after one day, you'll never be successful, because going to success is these tests on a daily basis. These tests are on a daily basis where you can challenge yourself and ask yourself, can I? Am I that good? Am I better than that? Can I overcome? Can I face the challenge? Can I face the rejection? Can I meet these tasks, these goals, these milestones? Can I? I mean, I see a lot of guys here, guys and girls actually, that actually smoke. Yeah. And I mean, I'm not suggesting you should start smoking, yeah, but a lot of us do smoke. The question is, can you decide that for 24 hours you're not smoking? Can you? It's a tough one. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm smoking. And I'm smoking over a pack a day. There's always one day in a week, more than 24 hours, that I don't smoke. Not once, every single week. Years already. Never have I fallen down this day. Never. Every single week, there's one day of 7 days I don't smoke. I smoked for years. Every single week, I'm not even touching one damn cigarette. Not one single puff. I don't even look at this box. Every single week. Challenge yourself if you can do the same. Can you or not? It's sometimes a very scary question that you gotta ask yourself. What is it that you expect here? A game? A quick win? Fast cash? No. The answer is very simple. You can make it here if you're willing to try. That's the answer. But you gotta work, you gotta engage, you gotta be active on a single daily basis, every single day. Every single day. You do that, you'll have duplication. You don't believe me? Try something else. Do the same you're doing here. Show me your duplication. Show me your earnings. The scary part is, try somewhere else, not doing the same thing you're doing here, but really engaging there, and then earn less of what you'll be able to earn with us. That's the scary part. Compare any compensation plan to the world you want with ours. Use it. The tool is yours. Pretty soon, we'll have translations in so many languages. I had a very good call this week with one of our foreign languages. I think that 98% of the time it was a perfect translation. There are just 2% that we need to fix to have our final draft. I can already tell you which ones are going to be from the first ones. It's going to be Vietnamese, Dutch, French, Hindi, Bengali. I think Indonesia's, Russian, I think, Arabic. I mean, like really a lot of languages. Spanish, Portuguese. I don't remember from the outside, but there's a lot coming in now. We have some drafts with us. We just need to go through with some key people to see if the message is not, I mean, the translation was perfect, but if the message is not lost there, this is what I mean. So pretty soon we're going to have these tools. What's the next excuse? That's my question. What's the next excuse? So If we change the compensation plan, then it's going to happen. If we do this, if we do that. Guys, I mean, look at that background. You know how many books we have here? They can be filled with excuses. That's why they're in the cupboard. They're there inside. They're not living through. They're not growing. They're not duplicating. See what I mean? After public launch, if once we got to enter the free, what is the free going to do to you? Seriously, explain that to me. Convince me. One of the best ideas I got to solve the red IDs that the company should just pay for everyone a free upgrade. I think we should hire this person as a CEO of this company. Pretty much will be very much to close down. I mean, this is a recipe to disaster. I mean, let's be honest. Think about it for a second. So guys, instead of bringing up your ideas of what and how we should do it, just show us that you do it. Understand that when you give us ideas, we will look at your activity. What have you done? What are you performing? What are you doing before you give us an idea? Because if I look at the person that tells me an idea that the person just recently joined 2-3 months ago with 9 directs and tells me his entire team is red, obviously don't even think I'm going to bother answering you, because I wasted my time just reading this message. Perception. I know one thing. I need to get this off the ground. I need to hit this year a public launch. I have a roadmap and a timeline that I need to hit after public launch. And I know one thing. I want to get this social media platform to the most powerful social media platform worldwide. That is my timeline. That is my target. That is my goal. And that's what I'm so passionate about. These stuff, they take me backwards. I got to focus on milestones that take me forward. And I explained it to you lately as well, which means I have a picture in my mind where I know where this is going. It's a big picture. It's very much detailed. Now, this picture can change sometimes, but the main frame of the picture still stays the same. Yeah. Sometimes you got to adjust. The time is different. Trending is different. The world expects something different. There's more demand to the market, something else, etc., right? Now, what I need to do is to create milestones to get closer to this picture. Each and everyone has to do the same. Everybody needs to have his or her picture and create milestones to get closer to that, right? I'll give you examples later. I always need to ask myself, the next milestone that I set, is this going to bring me closer, or is this going to take me off track? If I doubt, it's taking me off track. If I doubt which one it's going to be, I'm telling you now, it's an off-track one. If it's good, it's clearly out there. The address is on the wall. It's good. You're going closer. I'm going to give you an example for example. You're picturing yourself, look, this is the lovely car I would like to have. Yeah? I don't know which car to tell you now. Let's make it simple. A Volkswagen Passat. Okay, for example, this is the car you want to have. You're Googling this car, you're configuring this car, you know this car costs X, Y, Z. Let's say 35,000 euros. I'm talking now European terms. Yeah. Going to calculate how much will this be in a loan, how much will you need to pay, how much is insurance, how much is road tax, etc. That's the car. You want to have your house. How much is the house going to cost? How much is a loan on the house on a monthly basis? You have kids, you got to put them in college. How much is this going to cost you every single month? How much is food? How much is drinks? How much is how much and how much and how much? You have your budget, you know, okay, I need to hit a 2,500 to 3,000 euros every single month in income for the next 3 years in order to be able in 3 years to have all this stuff that I pictured out myself and how my life will look like at that time. Including the vacations, including the going out, if possible, including clothing, including surprises for your spouse, whatever, right? So you have this budget, you multiply it by 3 years, this is where you want to be. Now you need to calculate, okay, how am I getting there? In 3 years, this is the time that I need this steady income every single month to be able to get the loans, to be able to get to live that special life that I want to have. What does it take for me? What does it require from me to engage in activity with this activity in order to get to my picture? And then you start setting your milestones. So you're telling yourself, listen up, I need a team, for example, of 200 people in my team, upgrading every single month, buying energy boost every single month. So this could come to me in a commission. You got to calculate it for yourself. Understand that if you hit for number 200, you're never going to get there. Because you got to take into calculation, people will get expired. People will come up with excuses. You got to understand that in order to get to these numbers, you got to have a strong team of at least 10 lions in front of you that decide to hit it all the way. And if you're smart enough and really entrepreneur enough, you find 10 people that their target is bigger than yours. You meet the expectations. If you cannot plan this out, if you cannot set your milestones on the way, you're never going to get there. You're wasting your time. It's going to be all right. We'll figure it out. My upline told me this is like this. So, yeah, just do it, man. What? Hey, come on. What's up? No. What's up? The roof. The ceiling. And it's pretty much coming down on you. Pretty soon it's going to be what's down. Your entire house is on fire. See what I mean? You're losing it. You're living a sort of an illusion when you think like that. False hope. You're so fed up of your life. You pick yourself to false hope. It's not going to change. It's just going to make your story worse. It's just going to get you that not just your neighbors will tell you you're this M&M guy. It's going to make you saying M&M is bullshit. The truth is, you're the bullshit. Sorry. I know I'm today a bit... I gotta say it. I gotta say it. Take your life serious. Look, you don't have to do it with us. I still wish for you should have this dream house, this dream car, this dream life. You should be able to feed your children and put them to college. I'm talking not about luxury. I'm talking about basic needs with comfort. I didn't mention a Ferrari here, and I didn't mention here a mansion. I didn't mention here a vacation, a luxury vacation on a yacht with, I just mentioned basics and comfort and a normal perception. That's what I mentioned, but you got to take it seriously. And I wish it for you. And you can have it. It's going to take you more than 3 years because you got to work in a job, and the job is not going to give you what this offers you. But you got to work enough years in your job and really perform hard so you should get promoted to a better job there and get promoted even higher to get higher bonuses and a higher salary so you can reach that. It's going to take you more than 3 years to get promoted to that high level. So from another place, it's going to take you 6 to 7 to maybe 8 years to get to earn this stuff so you can buy the picture you have in your mind today, this vision you have for yourself. You got to set the milestones. I'm going to go for a job. I'm going to perform the best. I'm going to be there before 8 o'clock. I'm going to leave after 5 o'clock. I'm going to do the homework at home. So I'm going to show my boss I'm in all the way. So next year I can ask for a small salary, raise a salary. So in 2 years and 3 years. And until I perform the best in my department, so I got promoted. Not enough to what I want, but it's already the next milestone. I've achieved the milestone, now I'm going to the next one and perform out there the best So I get promoted again, and maybe sometimes you got to be promoted 3 to 4 times just to get to the level of your vision you had 6, 7 years ago, 8 years ago. What we're offering you is 3 years. It's probably much faster than 3 years. So probably it's obviously faster than 3 years, but hey, you have 8 years or 3 years. You're going for 3 years. We still got to perform. You still got to perform. You still got to do it. You still got to be there before 8 o'clock and leave after 5 o'clock. You want to start at 10, no problem. You got to work up until 7. You want to start at 11? No problem. You're going to work up until 8 o'clock. You're going to do your 8 to 9 hours a day. And then you get closer than 3 years to your dream. To the comfort basic. I'm not mentioning luxury. Again, I'm mentioning a normal lifestyle. Where you don't need to ask loans, not from your parents and not from your in-laws, to be able to live. Where you can live on your own budget. With your spouse, with your friend, whatever. To have a life without stress, where am I paying my bills? That's what I'm talking about. And I wish that to each and every single person of you, wherever you are. But you have to understand the only way to get there is by doing it yourself. Otherwise, you're depending on charity, and they're not going to give you this car or this house you want. You're going to live in their terms and conditions. That's reality. Perception and reality. That's reality. Sometimes you have to see the worst in yourself in order to be able to appreciate what you have and what you can have. I want to address another issue, trust. That comes a lot. People are losing trust to become red IDs. What does that mean? What does this, seriously, what the hell does that mean? What do you mean trust? Your wife, you got to trust. Your husband, you got to trust. You got to trust your bank. You trust. What does that mean, trust? Trust? You're using Google. Wow, trust. You're accepting every cookies policies and every policy and every website you enter for the first time or for the second time or third time. Every time you accept them. Trust. You're living a life. What do you mean by trust? Seriously. Trust what you don't. What do you mean by the word they lose trust? Trust in what? And we're not going to pay out? Wow. Okay, let's check. Did they work? No. Did they try to hit the destiny run? Yeah. Trust? You know, people, we've had an incentive, for example, lately, up to 250. Is there one there out there that didn't get paid? Within the 14 days? No. What do you mean by trust? Stop making up excuses. Stop looking to blame others for your mistakes. What did you do that they became red? Why did they become red in the first place? What did you tell them up front that they decided even to join and to upgrade? What story made sense to them that you told them? Something is obviously wrong. A person is here to kick some time. I'm telling you, it's a waste of money. A person that tells me after 3 months of being here, they lose trust and they're all red. It tells me what your approach was when you joined here. You took $200 and went to buy Bitcoins and then exchanged them to THA tokens and then exchanged them to credits for nothing. Should have bought yourself 2 pairs of shoes. At least you would have still 2 good pair of shoes now. Really? You should have ordered something in Pizza Hut. And I have a good memory of a good pizza. Not that I ever tried Pizza Hut, but it's not kosher, but never mind. The idea, the perception of it. What are you doing here? Do you pay $200 a month to just come listen to once a week a Zoom call? What are you doing here? Ask yourself, what am I doing here? What am I doing? How serious am I? Can I? Challenge yourself. Ask yourself the questions that were recently asked. How much would you pay for a person that would do in the next 30 days what you did in the last 30 days? Dare asking yourself this question. Be bold to yourself. Be honest to yourself. Be humble with yourself. But be truthful. Be honest to yourself. What am I doing here? Am I serious? Am I getting the 10 no's a day without skipping a single day? Am I committing to my 4 daily habits? Did I take indeed a decision? And if I did and I'm not committing to my decision, am I boss over myself? Am I controlling myself? When I do a commitment with myself, when I decide my contract is no contract anymore, my signature is no signature anymore, my NDA with myself is not an NDA anymore, am I that cheap? No wonder nobody hires me to run their business. Dare asking yourself the real questions. Perception is one thing, reality. Be real with yourself. Ask yourself these questions. Why? You want to blame the company, you can blame the company all you want. A lot of people are going to listen to you. I'm telling you. The difference between this company and every other company is every other company works in the back end. They don't involve you anything. They work 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years in a row. Then they have something. And then they tell people, hey, we got an app. We got a website. We got an idea. And then people start joining. That's true. That's true. But when you do that, and you need money to pay all these bills and all the back end and to grow and to grow and to grow and to grow, you got to sell yourself out to all these investors. You know what these investors have in mind? One thing. How do I enrich myself out of this app, of this application, of this idea, of this startup? Number one is by not a single member that will be a user of this platform, of this app, is going to also take something out of it. We did it differently. We involved you from day one. Hey, this is an idea that we have. I remember sitting with Dirk. They're both here today. They can both speak for themselves. This is an idea. Let's take out a pen and a paper. This is what we're going to do. Yeah, but when? It's here. I'm just telling it to you now here. This is how it was, literally. There was no platform. There was nothing. There was not even a developer involved. Nothing. It was just an idea on paper. Not bringing out type papers. On white paper, and a pen in a hotel. We met and I started drawing stuff and they looked at me like, are you for real? Look, it sounds good. We trust you, but are you for real? I mean, what is that? Okay, I'm following you, but whatever. This is how I started. I involved you from day one. Slowly, they involved others because they saw something. They had a vision. We involved others, but we're still in the building phase. We're still not ready. We're still not 6, 7 years down the road having a finished, complete product. I'm not suggesting public launches in 3 years. That's not what I'm saying. See what I mean? What I'm saying is the public launch doesn't make it the perfect, complete stuff. That's what we discussed all the time. Public launch just means the foundation is ready. What am I saying? You're involved in the making. You're involved in the building. If you're ready to tell me now the compensation plan is not good, you don't even understand what you're doing here. Your perception is wrong. You're expecting something else. They've told you something else. And by the way, the only official information you're going to get is from the company's official information. So whatever they've told you out there, there is a presentation you can download on THworld.info. Pretty soon it's going to be in multiple languages. That's the only source of information. Always double check. When you see websites and blogs out there, it's not official information. It's crap. It's just simply crap. The only sources that you can trust is THedCo and THetoken.io. That's it, period, dot. Full stop. That's it. Obviously, THworld.info as well. The rest is not accurate. Verify the information. Understand you're in the midst of something. You've been involved for the very first time. A project involves the people. And because we didn't sell it out to others, This is not the first thing we're going to do, is to just suck you into pay something without being able to reward something, to get a reward something. When I get the question, well, you know, Facebook is for free, everything is for free, why would you charge $200 for an upgrade? Well, you know, these platforms, they also need to pay for their services. They take it from the advertisers. We take it from you as a customer. What we give you for that is your privacy. We don't sell you out. We don't sell you out to advertisers. We don't sell you out to anyone. And hey, with all these platforms you can build and do, and because of us, we the people, they have a greater platform, we don't earn a damn dime. Here you can have a social market share. You know, when this story grows to be one of the biggest platforms, if not the biggest one day, because that's the vision, of course, you have a small percentage of social market worldwide. Because you have helped build this. For eternity, you'll be an ultimate beneficiary from that. Tell me the first users of Facebook, users, are still earning today Facebook's income. Bring me those people, the first users of TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Google, that earn from their benefits. Show me. They've been there from day one. They have had the patience to see a Google engine that didn't bring up 2 websites at a row. Yet they still don't earn a damn dime out of it. Why? Because the perception of them is different. Our philosophy, our perception is different. We live with you. We expect you to live with us as well. Understand what we're building. Give it a time, give it a patience. And when everything is set in the right time, everything will come out to everyone. When CEO talks to you or not, or when the CCO talks to you or not, it doesn't matter now for your success. What matters to your success is when you talk to yourself, when you commit to yourself, when you are dedicated with yourself, when you are determined to decide something and commit to yourself to sign this contract with yourself. When this signature you put on this contract is holy to yourself. When you take a decision, I'm going to do that despite everything. And it doesn't matter how hard it is and how hard it will get, I'm still going to make it. That's the decision you take, because you know it's not over until I win. That's the perception and the reality you got to live in. I can repeat that weekly, guys. But if you're going to come here weekly, listen to that, and you're not going to implement, you're not going to practice what you learn, you're wasting your time. This is time you could have sat the last hour in front of a television and enjoy a movie, in front of Netflix and enjoy a movie. You decide to come and sit here and not doing anything with it. It's like watching a movie and not doing anything with it. See what I mean? I'm not going to follow up with you. We're going to talk next week about other topics. But what's the takeaway that I want you to take today? Commit to your 4 daily habits. Stand fast with your decision. Dare asking yourself bold questions. Can I? Am I? Dare. Get 10 no's a day. Doesn't matter how hard it is and how it will get, you're still going to make it. Today I'm going to finish what's my greatest mentor ever, Eric Horry, finishes always. To those of you who have followed him. But that message is a very strong message, and I want to close and wrap up today the meeting with what he always closes with. My wish for you is that you decide to be a professional, to go pro, because it is a stone cold fact that we have a better way. Now let's go tell the world. It's a stone cold fact that we have a better way. That's what Eric says. Eric is the biggest mentor in this industry. He's I wouldn't say the founder of network marketing, but at least the godfather to network marketing. Now, I know we have some friends in India and in Africa that call me the godfather of Vitae. Then I'm going to tell you something. We have a better way with Vitae. We are Vitae. Now it's time to go tell the world and show them what is it that we're building here, what is coming. It's time to make noise. It's time to duplicate. It's time to go out there and do it. You have issues with trust? Well, I'm facing my face every single week here. I cannot wait to do this live. I hope pretty soon, I see in my country, pretty soon we'll be able to start doing events up to 50 people outdoor. So I'm going to start looking at that. Hopefully the weather will work. So really, I'm starting to miss these stuff. If somebody has issues with trust, go find these companies where you don't see anyone coming out there. I bet most of you don't even know who the CEO of TikTok is, but I mean, or Twitter, for example. And if you know who the owner is of Facebook, Instagram, that's for one reason, because you look at it very negative. Not because you admire those people. See what I mean? Now, I'm not here to judge myself to say you should look at me positive or negative, but I'm out here every single day and I face the challenges and I meet you despite everything. I don't care because the picture is much, much bigger because we do have a better way. It's time to wake up to ourselves and ask ourselves real questions. Questions that challenge us, that change us. I'm not asking you much. I'm asking you one thing. Up until next Tuesday, 8:30 in the evening, Central European time, how is your week going to look like? Decide today, my week this week is going to accelerate to better than the last week. What is it I got to do to have this indeed next week in better shape, in a better way? Start small, get big things like this. I'm not asking you to stop smoking 1 day a week. You should try it once at least. What I do ask you is to try not to talk 24 hours something negative. That is one very, very strong sentence. My friends, rock and roll. Smile. There's enough reasons to smile. I'd love to see your smile next week when you accomplished a better week. All right? Go out there, challenge yourself before you challenge your team. I'm not asking you to challenge your team, challenge yourself. You challenge yourself, your team is going to duplicate you. You tell them what to do, they tell other people what to do, they won't do it. Lead by example. All right, I love you all. Good night. Thanks for all these hearts. I really love you all. I don't do this for myself. I do this for all of you. I mean, that's why I've been dedicated the last more than 2.5 years now to build a better way for everyone. So do it. Do it. Simply use the tools you have. It's going to be a better future for you. Promise you. Good night.